Good afternoon and welcome back to my channel. Thanks to all the new subscribers. I really appreciate it. So today what I want to talk about, so I know I went over the G major Ionian, right? Okay, so here's the deal. For a long time, I knew it was Ionian and I was like, I'm good with it. But in all honesty, it didn't really sink in with me. So Ionian, right? Okay, so in the key of G major, that's basically when you play that Ionian, a chord has to be associated with that, or else it's not going to make sense, and everything you won't know where to play. So what you're basically doing is you're playing and that's your chord that goes with it. So now I'm going to turn up this. I basically put a G major in a loop, and I'm going to try to demonstrate what some of the stuff you can do with it. So let's see how loud to get it. Okay, so that's just a G. I'm just playing the G. I looped it through. So my whole point is to kind of show you guys that as long as the notes will stand out to you if you're not right. So you have your G major. So all I'm doing is outlining the chord of G. I'm just outlining that. Playing the notes that are in that chord, basically. So, once again, I'll play something that, like I'll show you that what won't sound correct when we start. I'll start and I'll play something that will sound fine, and then I'll go somewhere and I'll make a change and you'll be like, whoa. So this is G. Okay, so we got our G going. Okay, so I just proved that when I'm in the key of G major, I played in Locrian, right? Basically F sharp Locrian, and it was wrong. It sounded horrible. So my point is, I'm trying to get, and I'm going to keep giving you guys lessons on this. It's just that you want you'll know if you train your ear just a little bit when it's not right, and it will sound wrong. Like that sounded wrong. It sounded horrible. Or not really horrible. It just didn't match up, right? Those few notes you could tell totally didn't belong there, because with F sharp diminished, I should have been playing a diminished chord, but it really doesn't happen very often, so most people don't play a lot of diminished chords. So my example was just for you to hear the G and see me basically outline the G major. So that was my example I wanted to give you guys, just something little for you to kind of know that in the key of G major, you have your G, right? So every chord, I should say every mode, has a chord associated with it. So G, it would be Ionian, right? G major Ionian. And then next would be A, Dorian. But that kind of gets a little bit complicated because there's three minor modes and three major modes, and one's half diminished. So before you start mixing all that stuff, you have to understand it better, or else you'll struggle, and then you'll be like, man, that guy doesn't know anything. But trust me, just try to make sure you play that G chord, G major, and try to just play around with that, basically on the 3rd fret in G major, and see if you can hear notes that sound really good, because they're in there. And then maybe venture out like I did it as an example and showed you guys how wrong it really was, so you would know, not just hear, or not just have me tell you it's wrong. Now you know it's wrong because you could hear it with your ears. So let me upload this. You guys have a good week, and thanks for all the new subscribers. I appreciate it. Have a good evening.